अरे देखो जरा लास्ट टॉपिक रयान व्हाट यू हैव लर्न क्या लिखा था देखो जरा जल्दी से क्या था एवरीवन टर्न ऑन योर कैमरा रितिका बताओ व्हाट यू wrote in the previous class the last topic Ritika, are you there?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, everybody turn on your camera please fast. So I think we need to start from the chemical properties of metals and non-metals. So you know that metals when react with acids they give you salt plus hydrogen gas. Okay, metals when react with acids they gives you salt plus hydrogen gas. Okay, and the salt name can be predicted in a very easily manner. First, you will write the H2SO4 like sulfuric acid. If you are not able to memorize that, what could be the valency of this sulfate ion? Okay, इस sulfate ion की क्या valency होगी? If you are not able to memorize that one, then what you will do here is that you have to simply check how many hydrogen atoms are there. If there is two hydrogen atoms, simply the valency of sulfate ion will be 2. If it is like HNO3, if there is no number is written, it means the nitrate ion has one valency. Okay. And like you are writing with magnesium and react with H2SO4, what type of salt it will give you? So remove the H from the acids or hide it. Only take the sulfate ion, sulfate, and then magnesium metal. And you must know that what could be the valency of metals, that is of magnesium. If it is same, you cancel out, and the formula will be MgSO4 plus hydrogen. Yes. There are terms and conditions for these metals that metal should be more reactive. Metal should be more reactive than hydrogen. That we have already studied in the acid-base reaction. That when acid reaction with metals. So we have discussed that the terms and condition for metal is that metal should be more reactive than hydrogen. Otherwise, like if you are having silver when react with Ag, silver when Ag when react with H2SO4, there will be no reaction because in the reactivity series we have silver below hydrogen. So the only metal that are above hydrogen in the reactivity series are able to produce hydrogen gas. Are you getting my point? समझ आया? समझ आया everyone? Sarah, you
Yes.
there? Please turn on your camera. Am I audible?
Yes,
Sarah,
sir. So my camera is on.
Rishvika, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
The voice is not coming to me. Okay. Ryan, you done? You understood the concept?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so please start writing this one fast. Metals reaction with acids. And draw this each and everything properly. When you done, please let me know. Done बेटा हुआ? सारा
Yes,
सारा
sir.
क्लास में हो? सारा व्हाई यू यूज टू हाइड योरसेल्फ बेटा, क्यों करती हो तुम ऐसा, ही बताओ मुझे। मैं चाहता हूँ कि तुम yesterday I was discussing with the team that Sara does not turn on her camera। मुझे ब्लाइंड, बिल्कुल ब्लाइंड
But
व्यू
my
मिलता है कि मुझे
camera is on.
फिर से पिछले साल वाली वही बात। कैमरा तो नहीं है तुम्हारा ऑन, यहाँ पे तो कुछ भी नहीं दिखाई दे रहा। अगर यू हैव प्लेस्ड कैमरा ऑन करके, तो ऐसे मैं भी बोल सकता हूँ कि मेरा कैमरा भी ऑन है, अभी भी ऑन है
I
कैमरा।
think we
इफ
joined
आई
the meeting.
नो 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 नीड। कैमरा तुमने ऑफ कर रखा हुआ है, उस पर कुछ लगा रखा हुआ है, ऐसा तो नहीं है। चलिए नेक्स्ट। आफरीन, इनान, इनान हादी, उमैर। हम्म? आफरीन, व्हाई यू यूज टू हाइड योर सेल्फ? क्यों हाइड कर रखा है खुद को? हम्म? चलिए करिए फटाफट से, ध्यान बेटा हो गया। यू डन?
Yes.
चलिए नेक्स्ट। अगर मैं बोलता हूँ कि इफ आई एम सेइंग हियर दैट फर्स्ट कंडीशन इज दैट द मेटल शुड बी मोर रिएक्टिव देन हाइड्रोजन, जैसे आपने देखा, these metal that are below hydrogen they do not react with acids। Second, if the acid is HNO3, condition for acid also, then the metal should be, second condition, second terms and conditions for reaction of acid with metals would produce hydrogen gas। First condition is that acid must not be HNO3। If it is HNO3, then metal should be magnesium or manganese only। Second, metal should be more reactive than hydrogen। समझ आया? Metal should be more reactive than hydrogen। Done?
Yes, sir.
Next, अब क्वेश्चन आता है कि why do HNO3 do not generally metals on treatment with mineral acids produce hydrogen gas? हाइड्रोजन गैस को प्रोड्यूस करते हैं, क्वेश्चन आता है ये, ठीक है। जनरली metals when treated with mineral acids produce hydrogen gas, but when metals treated with except magnesium and manganese, मतलब मैग्नीशियम और मैग्नीज को छोड़ करके अगर आपने HNO3 से कराया तो फिर ये हाइड्रोजन गैस नहीं प्रोड्यूस होगी। तो बिकॉज HNO3 एक स्ट्रॉन्ग ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट है, HNO3 एक स्ट्रॉन्ग ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट है। तो इसको अगर हमने जिंक, लेट सपोज जिंक से हमने इसको रिएक्शन करा, तो ये जिंक नाइट्रेट देगा प्लस N2O5 गैस दे देगा प्लस H2O। वाट हाइड्रोजन की जगह पर ये वाटर प्रोड्यूस कर देता है, इट प्रोड्यूस हाइड्रोजन। समझ आया? तो इंस्टेड ऑफ प्रोड्यूसिंग हाइड्रोजन गैस, ठीक है, हाइड्रोजन गैस प्रोड्यूस करने की जगह पर ये क्या प्रोड्यूस करता है बेटा? इट प्रोड्यूस्ड वाटर बिकॉज इट इज एन स्ट्रॉन्ग ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट, स्ट्रॉन्ग ऑक्सीडाइजिंग N2O, दिस इज नॉट N2O5, N2O5 भी बनता है वैसे, N2O भी बनता है, ठीक है। तो इट इज एन स्ट्रॉन्ग ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट, ओके। सो इट ऑक्सीडाइज द हाइड्रोजन आयंस टू वाटर, अपनी ऑक्सीजन से ये बहुत परेशान है, ये वाटर बना देता है, तो जिसकी वजह से, समझ आया? तो HNO3 बीइंग एन स्ट्रॉन्ग ऑक्सीडाइजिंग एजेंट, पहले क्वेश्चन लिख लो फटाफट से, फिर हम लोग इसको एक्सप्लेन करेंगे। HNO3 being a strong oxidizing agent do not liberate out hydrogen gas because it is a strong oxidizing ion, a strong oxidizing agent, because it oxidizes the hydrogen ions of to form water, पानी बना देता है, and itself get reduced to nitrogen oxides such as N2O5 or NO2, N2O. However, magnesium and manganese are the two metals जिसके साथ ये रिएक्शन करके if still it can give hydrogen gas. So write it down fast.
So done, sir.
Everyone done? Noted?
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. So if the question came here, एक second, someone solve for me. बताइए क्वेश्चन नंबर 7 का जवाब क्या होगा? व्हाट शुड बी द आंसर फॉर द क्वेश्चन नंबर 7? क्वेश्चन नंबर 7. बोलिए. बड़ा आसान है, अभी तो बताए. इसका मतलब तुम लोग ध्यान से नहीं पढ़ रहे. क्या आंसर है हमारे इसका? व्हाट इज द आंसर? व्हाट्स आंसर फॉर दिस क्वेश्चन? मैथ. अभी तो पढ़ा था.
सर, HNO3.
नाइट्रिक एसिड नहीं करता है. क्या क्या पढ़ा है ये तुमने? क्या क्या लिखा है ये? अभी टर्म्स एंड कंडीशन लिखाई थी तो क्या लिखाया था ये? दैट एसिड मस्ट नॉट बी HNO3. इफ HNO3 है तो फिर वो मैग्नीशियम मैंगनीज मेटल होना चाहिए. Write down the question first and write down the correct answer. तेज स्पीड से. You done?
Yes.
Next property is that metals reaction with metals की reactions किसके साथ? Acid के साथ. Okay. Metals reaction with acids. So I'm talking about the metals reactions. Okay. So metals when going to react with acids, sorry, water, they are something that we need to understand. Uh, okay, what is that things? Let me explain you first. Metals when react with acids, they give you salt and hydrogen gas. Similarly, when metals react with water, they will give you metal hydroxide slash metal oxide plus hydrogen gas. Water and acid both have hydrogen in between them. Okay. So we'll say that since they both are having hydrogen gas, so they sorry hydrogen atoms. That's why they are able to produce hydrogen. But the reaction is same, that it is a double displacement, sorry, displacement reactions, and the metal should be more reactive than hydrogens. So why I'm writing here that some of the metals are going to give you hydroxide and some are giving you metal oxide. The reason behind it is very simple, that sodium, potassium, calcium, and magnesium give hydroxide. Aluminium, zinc, and iron gave oxide. Why it is so? It is because metals when react with water, it will give you initially first metal oxide, Na2O plus hydrogen gas. This reaction is so isothermic that the heat liberated out during this reaction is so large that heat liberated out during the reaction is so large that the hydrogen gas catches fire. H2 gas catches fire. For sodium and potassium, this happens. And this N2O, it is metal oxide, but it further react with water. It is so reactive that further react with water and form NaOH. So we do not get this intermediate. हमें ये मिलता ही नहीं है end product की तरह. रयान मैंने क्या पढ़ाया बेटा? रयान मैंने क्या पढ़ाया? What I teaches you? You are continuously looking here and there, and I am noticing you. So what? Let me know that what I teach you. Repeat it, please. क्या पढ़ाया रयान मैंने? Unmute yourself. Who is beside you? कौन बात कर रहा है तुमसे पढ़ते वक्त?
Sir, my mother.
Your mother is talking to you. Is it some important discussions other than the studies right now? If you are not able to concentrate, how will you be able to answer the questions? अभी मैंने पिछला वाला क्वेश्चंस दिया था चैनोत्री का, वो तुम आंसर नहीं कर पाए. ऋत्विका इज एबल टू आंसर. You are not able to answer. What
Yes, sir.
does it mean? What does it mean? That you are not concentrating in the class?
That before
If I'm saying that Na first when react with water, it forms Na2O plus hydrogen gas. Heat liberated out during this reaction is so large that the hydrogen gas catches fire. But actually we don't get this one as a final product. This product further react with the water present in the beaker and form NaOH. So we get this one and this one as a final product. The overall reaction is Na when react with water, it will give you NaOH plus H2 hydrogen gas. समझ आया? We get this. So the same four metal oxides are soluble in water. That's why they further react. Like sodium oxide is soluble in water, potassium oxide is soluble in water, calcium oxide is soluble in water, magnesium oxide is soluble in water. So they further react with water, and instead we don't get magnesium oxide, we get magnesium hydroxide. Calcium oxide, instead of calcium oxide, we get calcium hydroxide. The first four metals are going to give you this hydroxide. Other metal oxide like aluminium oxide does not dissolve in water, so it will remain same as aluminium oxide. So if you are reacting aluminium with water, you will get Al2O3. समझ आया? It further do not react with water to form aluminium hydroxide. So we will get this one as an end product. So, but here are the terms and conditions. That how do metals are going to react? That like sodium, potassium react with water at all temperature. React with water with all temperature. With all temperature. Next one is calcium react with cold water, hot water, and steam. All means it sodium and potassium react with ice also. Ice, cold, hot, steam. Iron react with cold, hot, steam. Sorry, calcium react with cold, hot, steam. Next one is magnesium react with hot water. Magnesium react with hot water. And this aluminium, zinc, and iron, they react with steam. If it is reacting with hot water, then it will react with steam also. But they react with steam. Steam only. They don't react with hot water also. So there are the terms and conditions which are very important, that which of the metals are going to react with steam only, which your metal will react with. Okay, so here are the reactions that you need to note it down. Start writing from here. When you're done, please let me know.
Sir, done.
Other students writing.
Done, sir.
Vika, you also?
Yes, sir, done.
I noted first. This
Sir,
gas burn because the reaction is so exothermic that the heat liberated out during the reaction is so large.
sir, I'm done.
Okay. Next is for calcium. Calcium when react with water, initially it will give you calcium oxide plus hydrogen gas. And which further react with water because it is water soluble. Okay, and I'm writing here that calcium react with cold water. Means if something is reacting with cold water, it does not mean that it will react, it will not react with hot water or steam. It will react with steam and hot water also, but it will not react with ice. Same, if something is reacting with hot water, it does not mean it will not react with steam. It will react, but it will not react with cold water. Done?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Aluminium react with the steel. Red iron when react with the steel, it will give you Fe3O4 plus water. Okay. The question came in examination. Ryan, were you still writing? Ryan,
Done.
done. Okay, why do calcium float on the surface of the water? Actually, let me show you this on the YouTube so that you can understand it much better way. So when you are having wait, uh, then check it here. The reaction of calcium is also exothermic with water, but it is not so exothermic that the heat liberated out is sufficient to burn the hydrogen gas produced. So in this case, hydrogen gas do not burn, but it get stick to the surface of calcium metal, and which these bubbles of hydrogen gas stick to the surface of calcium metal and provide it upthrust. Okay, an upward force which make it to flow. Okay, चलो check करते हैं. So यहाँ पर if you check it, Okay, that this is the calcium metal, and if you are adding this calcium to this way, you will see that they are coming because they are producing the pop sound, indicating that it is a hydrogen gas. But you will see that calcium is coming to the surface. Why? You see that they are floating. Okay, and they are floating. Why they are floating? Because they are providing sufficient amount of upthrust. समझ आया? मोर ओवर अब एक सवाल ये भी आ सकता है कि वाई डू मैग्नीशियम डू नॉट फ्लोट. मैग्नीशियम भी ट्राई करता है लेकिन उतना उतना अच्छे से ट्राई नहीं करता. ओके, सो जस्ट अ मिनट. सो स्टार्ट राइटिंग दिस वन, देन आई विल गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन यू दिस वन. ओके, फर्दर स्टार्ट राइटिंग दिस. So you have to check this one, dear. This one is dear students. ओके, अगर आप देखोगे इसको तो ये ना फ्लोट करता है. क्यों फ्लोट करता है मैंने बताया. इवन दो, लेट मी एक्सप्लेन वन मोर थिंग हियर दैट. चलो, एक तो ये बात होगी कि हाइड्रोजन जो है वो उसकी सरफेस पर आकर के स्टिक कर जाता है, यानी हाइड्रोजन बबल्स गेट स्टिक विद द सरफेस एंड विच इज मेकिंग, मतलब उसके नीचे भी है. ठीक है, तो बिकॉज ऑफ दैट इट इज एबल टू फ्लोट, ये फ्लोट कर पा रहा है. ठीक है, लेकिन इफ आई एम सेइंग हियर वन थिंग दैट मैग्नीशियम का मास जो होता है वो 12 होता है, कैल्शियम का मास 40 होता है. ओके, स्टिल कैल्शियम इज एबल टू फ्लोट मच बेटर वे एज कंपेरिजन टू मैग्नीशियम. मैग्नीशियम की रिएक्ट सिंपल बिकॉज मैग्नीशियम इज लेस रिएक्टिव. कोई हल्की चीज है, मान लेते हैं मेरे पास एक हल्का सा कोई एक रिमोट है और उसके अंदर मैंने कोई एक छोटा सा कोई बलून लगा दिया जिसकी वजह से मैं उसको चाह रहा हूँ कि वो उड़ जाए, पर नहीं उड़ पाएगा. भारी चीज और हल्की चीज में डिपेंड नहीं करता फ्लोट करने के लिए कि वेदर द upthrust providing is sufficient or not. Calcium is more reactive, far more reactive than magnesium. बहुत तेज रिएक्ट करता है कैल्शियम. तो इट कैन रिएक्ट वाटर विद सफिशिएंट अमाउंट ऑफ हाइड्रोजन गैस रिक्वायर्ड, मतलब उतनी प्रोड्यूस कर देता है जितना उसको चाहिए रिक्वायर्ड टू अपलिफ्ट इट, टू मेक इट फ्लोट. ओके, in but in case of magnesium it is not so. Let me show you the reaction with magnesium also so that you can understand it much better way. मैग्नीशियम इज, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल तो एक तो गर्म पानी से रिएक्ट करता है मैग्नीशियम. मैग्नीशियम लिखा था मैंने यहाँ, तो मैग्नीशियम में तो लिखा है रिएक्शन विद वाटर. स्लीप, अरे स्लीप कहाँ से आ गया. रिएक्शन विद वाटर. सो यू विल चेक इट. ये सोडियम के साथ तो बहुत ज्यादा वायलेंट है लेकिन मैग्नीशियम के साथ उतनी ज्यादा वायलेंट नहीं. यू कैन चेक. ये मैग्नीशियम रिवर पानी में डाल, बट मैग्नीशियम रिवर नीड हॉट वाटर. पहली बात तो ये, वो ज्यादा फ्लोट नहीं करता.
The metal still has a very shiny surface. The magnesium is an excellent conductor of electricity, as we can see using our conductivity tester. Reaction between the magnesium metal and the water. The magnesium metal has a much higher ionization energy than the sodium and therefore a lower reactivity. The magnesium will react slowly with the water at room temperature, but the reaction will increase significantly if we warm the sample. The bubbles that we see are not hydrogen gas, but steam. The solution will turn purple over a period of time as small amounts of magnesium hydroxide are produced. In order to demonstrate that we're getting a reaction, we'll add some phenolphthalein to the test tube. The solution will turn purple due to the formation of magnesium hydroxide.
मैग्नीशियम हाइड्रोक्साइड जो थी वो पहले तो रिएक्ट नहीं करता, तो मैग्नीशियम इसलिए फ्लोट नहीं करता. ना यू अंडरस्टूड द कॉन्सेप्ट, क्योंकि उसको हीट चाहिए, और जबकि कैल्शियम जो है वो कैन रिएक्ट विद दैट कोल्ड वाटर आल्सो. तो यही वाली कैल्शियम फ्लोट ऑन द surface of water because calcium comes in the contact with the water molecules and produce hydrogen gas. Yeah, this gas bubbles stick to the surface of calcium and provide it upthrust, which make it float. तो उसको float करने में help करता है. Moreover, calcium is more reactive, which react with water simultaneously and produce sufficient hydrogen gas, which provide it upthrust to float. समझ आया?
Yes.
तो उसको सफिशिएंट अपथ्रस्ट प्रोवाइड कर देता है, जिसको मतलब इतना रिएक्टिव तो मेंटेन हो कम से कम कि जो रिएक्ट करके हाइड्रोजन गैस को प्रोड्यूस कर चल रहा है, उसको हमें खुद को सपोर्ट करना पड़ रहा है हीट करके हाइड्रोजन गैस प्रोड्यूस करने के लिए. तो इसलिए समझ आया, तो प्लीज नोट इट डाउन फास्ट.
Sir, I can't see the question.
You can't see the question? Is it visible to you now? Can you now? Is it visible, Ryan? Why do calcium float on the surface of water लिखा तो है. Still not visible, Ryan?
I think my net is slow.
You see? You are saying?
I think my network is slow.
Ritvika, आपको दिख रहा है? Is it visible to you?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
And Umar, you also?
Yes, sir.
Umar, so Ryan दोबारा ज्वाइन करो कट करके. When you're done, please let me know.
Sir,
Okay. Ritvik is still writing. Okay. Rayan, write it fast. You done?
yes,
चलिए बताइए मुझे इसका जवाब क्या होगा फटाफट से जिसने लिख दिया है. What could be the answer for question number 4?
FE.
C. No, it is not C.
D,
Cold
E.
and hot. That is D. D. Iron react with steam, no, so it will not react with cold as well as hot water. Okay. So that is iron. Done? बताइए what could be the answer for this question? Question number 5.
Option C.
ऑप्शन सी वेरी गुड Fe3O4 बनता है बताइए क्वेश्चन नंबर 6
So option D.
ऑप्शन डी ऑप्शन डी थर्ड एंड फोर्थ रिएक्ट वायलेंटली विद वाटर नो थर्ड सॉरी लेस वायलेंटली सही लेस वायलेंटली रिएक्ट करता है थर्ड बबल्स ऑफ द हाइड्रोजन गैस स्टिक यस सेकंड थर्ड एंड फोर्थ इज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन बताइए क्वेश्चन नंबर 27 का आंसर
B.
B. It react with cold water to form magnesium oxide. No, it does not react with cold water. Incorrect. Yeah, it is incorrect. Is correct. Sorry, means yeah, B is the correct option. It does not react with cold water, so it is the incorrect option. It react with hot water. So इस तरह से क्वेश्चंस आएंगे आपके एग्जाम में. So that's all for today. We'll meet in the next class. Thanks for coming here. Hello, Gauri, Hafsa, Chatrika, Afreen. How are you? Am I audible to you?
Yes, sir.
In the previous class, we were studying the atoms and molecules. And in that chapter, we have studied up to कहाँ तक पढ़ा था हमने बताइए We studied atoms and molecules. Today, we shall be going to learn the how to write the chemical formula of the compound. Okay, आज हम लोग पढ़ेंगे chemical formula कैसे लिखते हैं. Okay. Can anybody tell me that what are the drawbacks of dynamic theory? What are the drawbacks of dynamic theory?
Arthur said that the atom cannot be